All right, let's talk about something that drives pretty much every business owner crazy: marketing. We're going to dive into how you can stop treating it like a mystery and start turning it into a predictable machine for growth. Let's get right into it. You ever get one of those marketing reports? You look at all the charts and the numbers, and you're just left thinking, okay, so what? The charts are going up, the numbers look big and impressive, but your phone isn't actually ringing any more than it did last month. It's a super common frustration, and it all comes down to a huge mistake in how we measure success. Let me paint a picture for you. We heard about this roofer out in Amarillo, Texas. He gets this report that says his website traffic shot up by a whopping 50%. Sounds incredible, right? You'd think the phone would be ringing off the hook, but when he looked at his actual job board, 0 new customers, not a single one. Turns out all that traffic was from people across the country Googling DIY roof repair. See, clicks don't pay the bills. Booked jobs do.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem. On one side, you have what we call vanity metrics. Page views, social impressions, bounce rate, it's all just smoke and mirrors. But on the other side, you have outcome metrics, the stuff that actually, puts money in the bank. We're talking phone calls, qualified leads, and book jobs.
Okay, so how do we break out of this trap? Well, the solution is a total shift in your thinking. It's about changing the rules of the game, moving away from just tracking busy work and focusing only on the things that produce real, tangible outcomes. So let's be super clear about what we're throwing in the trash. Vanity metrics are those numbers that just track what an agency did. We ran an ad, we got some clicks. They look great in a report, sure, but they are a complete distraction from what you, the business owner, actually earned from it. On the flip side, you've got outcome metrics. And honestly, these are the only numbers that should be on your radar. They're direct measures of success. The rule is super simple. If a marketing effort doesn't make your phone ring or put a qualified lead in your inbox, it's just noise. All right, so if we're ignoring all that other junk, what do we pay attention to? Well, it actually boils down to just 3 key numbers. These are the indicators that give you a true pulse on your business, and, this is the important part, they give you the power to predict the future. Number 1, the big one: lead and call volume. This is the absolute bottom line. It's a simple, pure count of how many real, potential customers are actually picking up the phone to hire you. Nothing is more important than this. But just counting the calls isn't enough. Here's where you get a superpower. When you track where those calls are coming from, you can make incredibly smart decisions. If you see that, say, 60% of your best, highest-paying jobs are coming from your Google Maps listing, well, guess where you're going to put your next marketing dollar? You double down on what works. And that leads us perfectly into our second key number, your local map pack ranking. For any local service business, this is everything. Think about it. Your pipe bursts, you grab your phone, you're not scrolling the page 2. You're calling one of the top 3 businesses you see, period. Being in that top 3 spot is pure gold. And this is where it becomes a crystal ball for your business. A steady top 3 ranking is a direct sign of future calls. But if you see yourself slip from number 2 down to number 5, that's an early warning system. It means you can jump on it and fix the problem before your phone stops ringing. And finally, number 3. This might be the most important one for your profitability. Cost per qualified lead, or CPL. This is your efficiency meter. It answers the million-dollar question. Sure, I'm getting calls, but am I paying a fortune for them? This tells you how hard every single one of your marketing dollars is working for you. Now, a high CPL, that is a huge red flag. It's like this big, scary bar on the chart. It means you might be getting leads, but you're paying way, way too much for them, and it's just eating away at your profits with every single call. But here's the cool part. As you get better at the other stuff, as your map ranking gets stronger and more organic leads come in, this CPL number starts to drop all by itself. Every dollar you spend becomes more and more powerful. Okay, let's recap. We've got our 3 magic numbers: lead volume, map ranking, and CPL. Now for the really fun part. Using this data to stop looking in the rearview mirror and start predicting what's coming down the road. The process is actually pretty simple. It's 3 steps. First, you gather up all your data and clean it up. Get rid of the spam calls, the wrong numbers, all that junk. Second, you look for the patterns. When we did X, we got more of Y. And third, and this is the key, you use those patterns to decide exactly where to put your money next with confidence. Let's make this real. Let's say you look back at your data and you see a clear pattern. Every single time you spend $1,000 on one very specific, targeted ad campaign,
The result is like clockwork. That $1,000 in reliably gets you this out. 15, count 'em, 15 qualified calls from people who are actually ready to hire you.
So you just do the simple math. That gives you a predictable, stable cost per lead of $66. The guesswork is gone. You need 30 calls next month, you know exactly what to do. Invest $2,000. It's that simple.
And that right there, that is the whole game. When you focus on these 3 simple outcome metrics, marketing stops being this confusing expense you're kind of afraid of. It becomes an investment, a predictable lever you can pull anytime you want to generate more revenue.
So, if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. Stop paying for activity. Stop paying for clicks and views and fancy reports that just make you feel busy. It's time to start investing with precision in actual, measurable outcomes.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Go look at your own reports. Be honest with yourself. What vanity metrics are you chasing? And what are they distracting you from?